Shalom to the icon. We're doing a sit down with a GMS, Feed the Fly, Cleveland Israelites. So we can give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the brothers teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the elect. And to the sisters that's, to the humble sisters that's out there that watch our videos, shalom to you too, We just want to speak on, if you guys watch our videos, we've been having, people talk a lot of, negative things about us and how sometimes we teach on the hours and byways. Which y'all gotta understand, sometimes when we on the house and byways, we in the elements of loud, everything is loud, everybody's coming at us. We watching our backs while we out there, so yeah, we might have a slip of tongue, we might say something, not really like a slip of tongue, but we might say something in a way you don't understand, because we so out there, we so amped up. Now that we in a house, it's peaceful here, we can actually explain to you guys what some of the things that we mean by our sayings. Because sometimes we might say the word Jew, or sometimes we say the word Israelite. Sometimes we might say Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom. You probably don't know what that means. Sometimes when we talking to people, they don't even know what an Israelite is, or they don't even know what they don't even know anything about the Bible. So we got to talk to them in a way that they will understand. And we from this city, so we know how these people is here. You really gotta talk slow to these people and really,
break it down step by step to them because they think it's so simple.
It's simple. So to you people out there that talk a lot of stuff about us, y'all don't understand where we coming through. So, but coming from. So we gonna get scriptures on just about the people. Well, the sincere people who watch our videos. Don't get discouraged about these scoffers because they gonna come, and that's a good thing that they come. But that means that you're doing something right. So what's the first one y'all want to grab? The First Peter ones?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna talk clearly to the people today, so y'all can understand what we saying, and we're gonna tell you why we use these type of these terms. Whenever you got it, go ahead and show it.
Which one did you want?
For that First Peter 3 and
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. And it says, and who is he that will harm you if you be followers of that which is good? And if you will suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are you. And be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. It says, but sanctify the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks of you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
Right. We're ready to answer you guys' questions. Y'all said a lot on the comment board this past week, so we ready to answer all your questions. We're gonna give answers today. Sometimes, like the brother say, he just ain't for you. It's just as simple as that. But we gonna give answers to the sincere people who might gotta answer a sincere question. You probably not a scoffer. You probably just want to know, why do we say the word Jew? Why do we say the word Israelite? Why do we say the word Southern Kingdom? Why do we say the word the Northern Kingdom?
2/3 or
2/3.
Why we cussing?
Why we cussing? Why we this? All right, we gonna ask you. So, but to you scoffers, get that 2 Peter's 2 and 3. For the scoffer, but for the sincere brothers, we gonna answer you.
That's 3 and 3.
Okay, Salaki, 3 and 3.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. And it reads, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
All right, that's good, right. So in the last days, scoffers going to come, and we understand that. Then it says, since the fathers, well, I ain't gonna go into that right now. But yeah, but in the last days, scoffers shall come. You know, trying to make us fall off or what have you.
Us or
Kind of.
whatever trick they could pull off just to get us to not to believe in the word. But what you also got to understand is you can't move us from this faith. You feel me? We solid in this faith right now, so they only basically hanging themselves with their tongue.
So if we are, the reason why we say the word Jew basically, okay, to the dude named Ohio Israelite, we get it that the word Jew comes from the word Judah, which is in the Hebrew is Yehowadah. I said that right? Yehowadah, which means thank you, right? And the word Judah itself just means praise. Praise, thank you. You know, you can interchange it too. But what I'm trying to say, Jew, it was classified as Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They call that be like them Jews. So it just wasn't Judah. So when you said, but I ain't gonna go into it, but when you what's up?
I seen that too, but basically when we say stuff like that, we know the difference. But to a newcomer or somebody that's learning a unit, they not gonna know the difference. We gotta put it in simplest terms for them. We have to feed them with milk until basically so they can receive the meat. So they're not gonna understand the southern kingdom and northern kingdom and why they split in the different terms like that. So when basically sometimes if we might slip up and say we out here for the Jews.
Yeah, like we
might
say
for the Hebrew Israelites, like 12 tribes.
Yeah, like we might be like
simple with it. They try to down in some word.
Yeah, like we might say you black Latinos and y'all the real Jews of the Bible that the Bible speak of. We know that the word Jews just we get it that means Judah, Benjamin, Levi. But if we say stuff like y'all just the northern kingdom, they don't know what the hell.
The most simplest form, you could ask somebody if they know what a Jew is, and they say yeah, but you can ask somebody if they know what a Hebrew Israelite, and they stuck. You got niggas that go to church every week that don't know what a Hebrew Israelite is. So, lamest terms, yes, we might use Jew, but you know what the hell we talking about.
Yeah, kind of. I'm gonna get this in 1 Corinthians real quick. Right, so this is 1 Corinthians. Hey, you can grab this out. 1 Corinthians 3:1. Because the brother said was really wise, man. Because when we out there, and you don't know how it is being out there. Of course, you might we might. They think they African American. They think they niggas. They think they Puerto Rican. They think they never heard me. When I came into truth, I didn't know what an Israelite was. I never knew an Israelite was even in the Bible. I'm like, what's an Israelite? But I knew the term Jew. I heard Jewish before. I heard that before. So I'm like, okay, so we the real Jews. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand that. And that's just what we saying. Until then, that's just debate. Of course, when you come into truth, we're gonna break it down a little more. You know? So
that's why I say you gotta start off feeding on those small portions. A baby can't digest meat. Feed it with that milk first. That's why I said you have to learn to get on the people who you trying to communicate with. Have to learn to get on their level.
That's right.
You have a lot of uneducated people who we deal with because our people destroy for a lack of knowledge. Some of the things that we know, we can't just come out and just say that because they're gonna be confused. So.
Oh, and babies, they learn to choke off milk too, though. You know, so that's why you got to break it down, like you said, to the smallest amount for them. You know, the smallest increment.
You can't even give a baby a whole bottle. You gotta take it out of his mouth sometimes, so it don't try to drink the whole thing and like you said, choke. So.
And sometimes we say the word. We gotta say the word Jesus sometimes because they don't know who Yahushua is. So we gotta say the one y'all call Jesus. The reason why we say so-called Jesus because they don't know who Yahushua is. Now we just say Yahushua gonna who? What's it? You know what I'm saying? So
And
we
we all-
gotta do these things. You know?
We always try to correct it with the so-called or who you
Good
call.
call.
So that's why I said people try to play with you on wordplay when they really know what you're talking about, but they try to demonize you just in any way they can because they can't catch you in doctrine. So they try to catch you with like you said, slipping with the words, or you might say the wrong word.
All right, I'll bring that out. like I said, we just explaining to you guys, to you viewers, why we say these terms.
Oh, I got it. Hold on, let me see something real quick.
We got 2 seconds. Oh, go ahead. Oh yeah, another thing. Before my brother bring out this precept, these videos, it's not for you people that's already okay. I ain't gonna say it's not for you, but watch the apostles. We just examples of. We just want to give brothers courage that you can do it too. These videos just for people who don't know nothing.
And that's the Salakia.
Yeah.
That's the whole concept of us also throwing that name in their feet and the flock.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
it.
we're doing.
We want to feed people who really don't know nothing. You brothers that's Ohio Israelite, it seems like you already know it. We're not out there trying to persuade you because you already know it. We're trying to persuade other people who don't know it. So you do your work so you can further this truth.
And like I said, we here in Cleveland, in the city, where we predominantly, or really, we only the camp that's out there week in and week out on the highways and byways in the downtown area. So when people see us down there, they have no understanding of what's going on, why we have on garments, why we holding signs or anything like that. That's why I said we in the city where we basically we on the front pedestal, we on the on Front Street with this truth. There ain't nobody else really doing this in our city, so we taking in all the newcomers. We don't just have people that's coming up that's already learned. There's a lot of people who's unlearned, whether in the Christian doctrine, Muslim doctrine, and we all young brothers, so we out there, we dealing with them on a level that we can communicate with them on.
That's perfect. You said that, mother. You got something?
No, it's just a little precept to go in about what the brother was saying when he said, like, if we say like Israelites, certain people don't know who the Israelites are. All right, certain people don't even know who the 12 tribes are. All right, or if we say Yahushua, like he said, people don't know who Yahushua is. But this 1 Corinthians 14:2, it says, "For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto Yahweh." All right, so if we speaking in an unknown tongue, say for instance we say Kwam Yashala, all right, the 2/3 they don't know that. We speaking to basically the men who already know the truth and to Yahweh. All right, and it says, "For no man understandeth him." Right. No man ain't gonna understand us when we be out there. Who you said at the water? All right, Salakia. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, bro.
Jake. That's a slang word, actually. You know, amongst us.
Yep.
You know, what up, Jake? Which means Jacob, but they don't know. You know. Yeah. They keep going. That's a good
right. It says, "Howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries."
Yeah, right. It's like we're speaking in a mystery tongue. Like you know, we like someone speaks Spanish and I speak English. Ain't nobody getting out of 5. We just talking. You know.
It's a parable.
It is a parable. We speaking in parables, man. And that's how Yahushua stays speaking in parables. He never wanted everybody to get it, man. Never. Because it's not for everybody. You know, it's not for everybody. You keep going on that, bro.
All right, this verse 3, it says, "But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort." All right, so we speaking, when we prophesy, are we speaking unto men for edification? Are we speaking to build them up? All right, basically to bring in the remembrance what they already know, but they just forgot it. All right, and it says exhortation. So exhortation, like basically we trying to lift them up. All right, and it says in comfort. In this verse 4, it says, "He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself. But he that prophesieth edifieth the church."
Right. which is the people, like you know,
the assembly of people, right?
Yeah, because we're calling out to the church. Who we calling out to? You people. We want y'all to wake up, bring you into remembrance what you once knew. I forget what scripture that is, but we trying to bring you into remembrance. That's it. That's what we doing. So we got to use certain words so you would get it. That's just what we got to do.
And I got a quick scripture for you.
This
is Psalms 82, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "Defend the poor and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy, deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course." So, like I said, we here to basically bring these people who have a low education level, who
with the public
right, they don't read.
They don't read.
They watch fucking videos. Or
they think we niggas already. First of all, I don't want to hear shit we gotta say.
They black. They don't have any understanding.
Yeah.
And that's why it says they know not, neither will they understand. So they even when we break it down in simplest terms, most of these niggas still ain't gonna get it. So and even you niggas out here that's already in the truth, most of y'all still don't get these scriptures. So
yeah, because we gonna go on that in a minute. Cause how Israelite could you cut yourself when you start talking? But we gonna but you know what? Go back to that 14, that Corinthians 14, and jump to because that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Where would you at?
I was at I left off at 4.
At 4. Hey, just keep reading, bro.
Right. This is verse 5. It says, "I would that ye all speak with tongues, but rather that ye prophesy. For greater is he that prophesieth than he that speaketh with tongues. Except he interpret, that the church may receive edifying."
Right, because we really out there to prophesy. But I know sometimes we gotta keep take brothers to the side and actually. That's why we do these sit downs like this. This when we can actually try to interpret what we saying to you. But when on the streets, man, because the times we living in, hey yo, either you got it or you don't. We don't care. That's the thing. Okay, so of course we care that we gotta teach the truth and sincerity and wake up. But yo, you know what I'm saying? But if you really wanted the truth that bad, there's brothers that's way over us. You know what I'm saying? We young bucks. You know, we young lambs. We not because the lamb becomes a sheep. You know, a sheep becomes a. We still in the lamb phase. We still baby shit. You know. We still, like you would think that you would go to the apostles' videos and learn more about this.
And Salaki, it was a scoffer on one of our comments. He commented straight gangster preaching.
Oh yeah.
Man, we mad black men. We trying to get the truth to these people raw and
uncut. We so-called black men.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just
because I don't want to because they gonna cut us. Because they gonna say something. That's why we gotta really talk right to you people.
But how this world say we young black men, like
right.
We fucking living in captivity. We being oppressed every day.
Every day.
We dealing with dumb niggas week in and week out.
They don't even know our lifestyle outside of the camera. Only time you see us when we turn this camera, you know what we go through on a day-to-day basis. You know what we just went through just to make this happen, man. Right. You know who house we in right now? Do you know the things we have to do to set this up? Take times out and today's Saturday. Today is not even a go out there. Our go out days is Sundays. We work all these hours. Brothers ain't got no spot. Brothers got kids. Brothers got women to deal with. Police issues. You don't know what we go through on a day-to-day basis. But we gotta take time out of our lives to cut you off, brother. We gotta take time out of our life, which we don't mind, to edify the church. And that's what we gonna do. Is that what we gotta do for you scoffers? And sometimes, it might be sincere. So you sincere comments.
Hey, can you get though I may be ruling speech?
Oh, all right,
yeah. Also, you gotta realize before the Akim came to the truth, we was all in the streets. We wasn't no goody two-shoe fucking Yale graduates and shit like that. So we express ourselves and we still carry the pain of the past lives we live. We still carry some of the traits in our character.
We definitely carry that
being
pain.
stern and you feel me speaking directly and uncut and speaking straight to the point. Ain't nobody got time to sugarcoat shit.
And the scriptures say, "He that increaseth in knowledge is increasing in sorrow," man. So, man, we got, man. You look in our eyes, man. You gonna see pain in our eyes, man. And to you is gangsters preaching, but to us is expressing ourselves, man. It's just that we releasing that. Trust me, if we will trust me, you ain't seen mad, man. You think we mad now? Wait till you see a man named Slakia, because he said he would not meet thee as a man. A God named Yahweh Shah, man, all-sparing man, you know,
a celestial being.
A celestial being. Took the word right out of my mouth, brother. The celestial being, bro. So you got what he asked for.
Yeah, this 2 Corinthians 11:6. It says, "But though I be rude in speech, yet not knowledge."
So just because my speech, you might get offended because I say the so-called curse words, which really ain't curse words. It might be vulgar. Right. But just because I say these harsh words, you take offense to that and you shadow out, you block out all the knowledge I just dropped on you just to pick up and say, oh, he just cussed. But
if you finna walk off a hill, you want someone to say, "Hey, stop! You finna fall off the hill." Or you want to say, "Hey, wash your motherfucking ass! You finna fall off a hill! Get off the motherfucking hill, hurry!" You know what I'm saying? You want someone to scream at you? Or be like, "A car coming! A fucking car coming! Move!" Or you want me to say, "A car coming! A car coming!" Okay. You want to feel it, like move, like.
So this was that's what Paul was saying. He said, "Oh, I may be rude in speech, but not in knowledge." He said, "My knowledge is on point. It's A1." So, I said something. Yeah, you might get offended, but shit. Have I become your enemy since I told you the truth? Basically, shit.
Good.
But when we be out there, the only reason that motherfuckers get mad that we cuss, cause we holding the Bible. All right, if we weren't holding the fucking Bible, it's cool. Ain't nobody want to say shit to us.
If we was out there rapping, it'd be cool. Everybody be up there
breakdancing,
right, partying and shit. It'd be a party downtown.
Come.
But
yeah, we're gonna keep going on that.
Keep going on that.
Oh, okay. Keep locking.
It's 2 Corinthians 11:6. It says, "But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. But we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things."
Right, so we thoroughly broke everything down for you, explained everything scripture from scripture, lined up history with it, broke down the words for you, and you still get offended by what the fuck we say. Keep going. We thoroughly.
Have I committed an offense in abasing myself, that ye might be exalted?
So have I committed an offense by freely speaking my mind and freely speaking the gospel, giving it to you basically raw and uncut. Like I said, from whatever you want to say, gangster or street nigga point of view, yeah. That's why they get offended, because we ain't out here on no politically correct lover boy trying to just talk you out your drawers type shit.
And the little rest say, "Because I have preached to you the gospel of Yahweh freely." The gospel of God freely.
Good.
All right, now go to back to where you left off and jump to 7.
All right, this 1 Corinthians 14:7. It says, "And even things without life-giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be knowing what is piped or harped?"
Right. Keep going.
"For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?"
Right. That's what we saying. If you finna go to war and you hear a violin, you like, "Oh no, that's not the war. The son of war is a horn." You know, and that's what we blowing. We out there blow. Isaiah 58 said, blow. What did it say?
Cry loud, spare not.
That's like a trumpet, and that's what we here to do, because we supposed to give a sound of a trumpet. We can't give a sound of a pipe, of a flute, we trying to get y'all prepared for war. it's not up to me how we supposed to do it. We gotta do it to make y'all stronger, cause you gotta understand, we're in a land, we're prisoners of war. This is a prisoner. We're here in America. We're captives. We're captives. This is not a place of safety for us. We gotta get y'all prepared, man. So that's the only reason why we talking like that, because we gotta give y'all that, that rough teaching. But now we're taking the time out. We explaining why we teach like we're explaining why we teach the way we do. There's one more part on there that I wanted. Just read to keep going. Matter of fact,
verse 9. So likewise you, except ye uttered by the tongue words easy to be understood, how shall it be knowing what is spoken?
Jump to 8 to 18.
All right, this 1 Corinthians 14 and 18. I think my power. I speak with tongues more than you all. Yet in the church I had rather speak 5 words with my understanding.
Right, because he's like, Paul like this. Look, now I can speak Greek, Hebrew, I can Greek. I can speak all these tongues, but I'm going to just speak. And just like us, we can speak Hebrew. Some of us go inside the Spanish. Some people go inside the Latin. So we got different tongues that we can speak. But we rather speak. And what it just said, I'd rather speak 5 words and give you understanding. And what else does it say?
It says, yet in the church I had rather speak 5 words with my understanding, that by my voice I might teach others also, than 10,000 words in an unknown tongue.
Right. So we can use 10,000 words. We can, how polite talk. The Hixus and using all these big terms, fancy words, and talk for you 100,000 things when we could just use 5 words and give you understanding. So that's why we try to get straight to the point.
And also with that, when it's saying also like we men of the Lord, we try not to deal with these worldly niggas and shit like that. So on a daily basis, we used to keeping it short with people like that. So when we come out there, we really ain't got no. Basically, we really just trying to get it out the way. You feel me? Just like break it down real simple to where they could get it. Spoon feed them real quick. And if you don't get it, it just ain't for you because we breaking it down so easy. If you're not getting it, it's not for you. Like.
But at the end of the day, we just we fishing for the elect. So the elect, I would get that scripture too. The elect gonna obtain it, all right. And the rest of them, they blind, all right. But this Romans 11 and 7, it says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath attained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, Yahweh hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear until this day."
Right. That's
so yeah, you're right. We need to break it down.
We need to break that. We're gonna break it down because we don't need that. Yeah, but so like I said, like we seeking for what we are looking for, but the rest have not attained. So the rest have not understood. Why? Because that's perfect. Just grab this real quick. John 6. No, I got it. John 5 and I messed up, y'all. John 6 and 63. John 6 and 63.
I'm with you.
Alright.
John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, and they are life.
Period. And it's a spirit. Come on, you got something?
No.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's a spirit. The words we speak is truth and life, man. It's a spirit, man. Just that simple, man. So if you can't receive this, that means in Wisdom Solomon that it says spirit and truth shall not abide in a malice soul. So it's something within you that's evil. You can't receive it then.
What you said? Psalms 69 and 22.
All right, this is Psalms chapter 69, verse 22. It says, "Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap."
Right, so we out here giving you the truth, and basically you so blinded, and instead of it you coming for your own good to where you repent and you know who you is, you letting it offend you and push you away from the truth. Also, I got one more too.
One more. All right.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. But yeah, we ain't let nobody despise our youth. Some people think they come up here and say like we don't know what we talking about just because we young, or they want to scoff and just basically try to belittle us and talk about what they've been doing, how long they've been doing it. But where's y'all? If y'all had the truth, why y'all ain't out here on these highways and byways? If y'all had the truth, why we ain't never heard of y'all? That's what I said, man.
Yeah, it's like this one fucking nigga woman on one of the Occupants page on Instagram. I believe his name Mashiaka Tazawan, and this bitch she a preacher, you know what I'm saying? Like she like running church and shit. She up there telling them scriptures to reading and shit, and she breaking it down. Talking about we in the Torah, this and that. But to go with what the brother was saying, you know, I know the brother Mashiaka Tazawan, I know he younger than that woman, but he know more than she know. But she was trying to belittle him, talking about going somewhere, little boy, and this and that. Like, come on, man. If you're in the church and you read the Bible, obviously you don't even read the Bible. No. Certain stuff in the Bible to you it ain't true, obviously, because it tell you in what's that? 1 Timothy. Yeah. When he tell you a woman shall not teach or assert authority over a man. Yeah, she was telling men, get this book, get that. Like, come on, man.
I got something for y'all.
I do too.
Got something real quick. Go ahead.
It says, for the time, 2 Timothy chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned into fables. So these niggas, they don't want to hear the truth. They just want to hear a whole bunch of bullshit that sound good. Oh, we gonna run around in this and heaven, which they think is just like some spirit world you go and kick in a party at, where when you die, right? They want to hear about bunnies laying eggs and dumb shit like that. A whole bunch of fables and dumb shit, or they into. They just believe the stupidest shit, but when you give them the truth, it don't register.
Hey, so just to speak on that, just to put the nail in the coffin, and the brother said this. The brother, Ohio Israelite, Ohio Israelite, and the brother said at the water. It means thank you. The brother said, we said you bless Latinos and Native Indians, y'all the real Jews. Mm-hmm. Saying that we know Jews, we know that the Northern Kingdom was not considered as Jews. We know that. You have not edified us. It's too long. How much?
I mean, I could. It's 30 minutes.
All right, you can switch it up.
All right, yeah, all right.